निकलता कौन है बाहर? It is curfew outside if you go. It is like 40,
My God.
Who goes out?
What about antidepressant drugs out there? How do we know what to take, what is good?
It's a huge ocean when we talk about it. There are 16 classes of drugs. There are people taking hormones. There are people playing around with hormones. The body is playing around with hormones. So your mood swings.
Dr. Bhavini, pharmacogenomics, क्या है? What is it?
So, yes, it's a very interesting topic. And I think this pharmacogenomics is going to be the next thing in the form of personalized genomics.
Okay.
Now, genomics is a word for a layman which is like genomics, but it's complex. So, like it's a huge ocean when we talk about it. So, anything that deals with the genes of your body is genomics.
Okay.
And when we're talking about pharmacogenomics, it is pharmac, meaning drugs. So, genomics which deals with the drugs is pharmacogenomics.
Okay.
So, a new era of personalized genomics is coming in, whereby each individual is different. Now, when I say that, as far as personalized genomics is concerned, 99.9%, get that number, of the 100% of the DNA, 99.9% is similar in each individual.
So, okay.
Only that 0.1% is the one that makes such a huge difference.
Wow.
So when I talk about pharmacogenomics, it's about testing an individual. Let me say it's you, Raksha, and I'm drawing blood.
Okay.
And I'm running a personalized genomics of pharmacogenomics with that blood. So what do I get as an output? There are 16 classes of drugs.
Okay.
Now when I say classes, just for understanding, I'll give you an example. It's like antibiotics, anti-diabetic, anti-cancer.
For blood pressure.
For all the drugs under the sky, they fall into different classes.
Okay.
So all those classes and the drugs that are available,
Yes.
they are also listed inside.
Okay.
And with the whole list is going to give you a couple of important things. Number one, whether you respond to the drug.
Oh.
So now when you say respond, it means whether you strongly respond to the drug, whether you moderately respond to the drug, whether you mildly respond to the drug, or you don't respond to the drug at all.
So are you trying to tell me, Dr. Bhavini, that for I'm a diabetic. So for example, I was taking Galvus. So I may be responding to it or not. So I may just need to change my medication.
Yes. So what happens is, because you're taking the drug and you're responding very well, you could very well tell a colleague who has the same condition that, oh, this is a brilliant drug, and it'll work very well. You take it. And that patient might take the drug, but
oh, yes.
the person would not respond at all and think that, oh, So it happens a lot of times that when you're taking a drug, you are doing well, you recommend the same drug to a friend, a colleague, a family member, and that person doesn't respond well. That is because of this. And it also helps you give you the right dose. It's not only about the right drug. Optimal dose sometimes differs from person to person.
Oh my God.
So this will also give you the optimal dose.
Hang on. I want to ask you one thing.
Yeah.
So suppose my blood sugar level is XYZ. So for me, an optimal dose could be less than for someone else who has the same blood sugar level?
Yes. Depending on the drug. Depending on the drug. And therefore, sometimes, when you do your fasting, your PPBS or your HbA1cs, your doctor adjusts your dosage. They take a trial and error. They don't give the same dose to everybody.
Yes.
They see then your sugar level.
Yes.
Because till today, we had not gone down to the genomics level.
Yes.
So now if you have that, and that's a lifetime thing, it's once in a lifetime. And the next world is that once the data is there on the cloud.
Oh, 1 second. So you're saying once you just get yourself tested once for this.
Yes.
And then the data is in the cloud?
It's in the cloud. There's a specific app also available, which you can download on your phone. This is a proactive test. So at any point of time when you're walking into a doctor's clinic and he's prescribing a drug, you could just open up the app and see, you know, whether the drug works for you or not.
Oh.
So that is something which will never make you take the wrong drug.
Can we know the app that's there? The name
Yes,
of the app?
it's pharmacogenomics
Okay.
from the lab itself.
Okay.
So once you get tested, the lab will offer you the app for 2 years.
Great.
So it'll be free for 2 years on your phone.
That's fantastic. So
Yeah.
this is something one must do. Every person must do.
Must do. And it also gives you adverse drug reactions.
Okay.
You don't want to wait to take a new drug and then have a reaction or an allergy or something.
Oh, so it'll tell you.
This will also tell you the drug reactions.
Wow.
So that is a big help. Even an alternate drug, if that drug is not going to work for you, what is the next best drug for you? That also the app will give you.
Thank you.
So that is nice.
So Dr. Bhavini, depression is something that I have seen women over 40 kind of really have to address.
Yes.
So what about antidepressant drugs out there? How do we know what to take, what is good?
Right. So, I mean, you hit the nail, because after 40 is the time when there is an imbalance with the hormones.
Yeah.
Tons of them, right?
Yes.
There are people taking hormones, there are people playing around with hormones, the body is playing around with hormones. So, your mood swings tend to change at different times of the day, and that eventually makes a person go into depression.
Yeah.
And generally, across our country at least, it is termed as, you know, perimenopausal.
Yes.
You know, it's
absolutely.
like perimenopausal, and it all goes into perimenopausal, and the woman goes through a bad period for those 5-7 years.
Yeah.
So the pharmacogenomics that I was talking to you about, that also addresses antidepressants.
Okay.
Now, why is this important? If we go to statistical data, 1 in 3 women, that means it's almost 33.3%, it is a huge number. So 1 in 3 women, if has undergone this test, would get the right dose of antidepressant.
Oh.
Now, what practically happens is, suppose I am a person who is like, let's say 42, 43, I'm perimenopausal, I'm getting these mood swings, I can't handle my kids and my family, my work. So I go to a psychiatrist and he or she prescribes a drug, and I'm taking the drug every single day, religiously following whatever he or she has said, but still I feel the same. So what do I say? I say, oh my God, do you know of any other good doctor?
Yeah.
So immediately you have hundreds
change the
of friends
doctor.
and colleagues and you change the doctor. You keep on changing the doctor till you are happy that I have the right drug, or you never get it and the person stays into depression.
Oh my God.
Now what happens is, each person responds differently to drugs. And as I told you, the right optimal dose of the drug depends on person to person.
So this test will give it to you.
Yes. So unless you have the optimal dose, how is it going to help your body?
So actually we should get this test done before we go to any doctor for anything.
Yes.
Because then we know what is
And
the
it's
best
for
drug.
everything. It's for every condition.
Yeah, like you said, 16 categories.
Yeah, every single thing. Like for antibiotics also. Like antidepressant we are talking about. Some people do very well with levofloxacin. Some people don't do that. And you know what is the common thing that they say when they meet us? They say, वो दवा हमें माफक नहीं आती है. So it's not about that माफक. It's just that their genes are not conditioned to
Favorable.
handle that drug.
Yeah.
So that's why you need a different drug. Which alternate drug you will always get when you do your personalized genomics.
Great.
Yeah, so that is the way it goes. So for antidepressant, definitely, because if depression goes to a stage beyond control, it leads to suicidal tendencies. So very important to address it at the right time.
Yeah.
So that is how it is.
So Dr. Bhavini, what tests should women who've crossed 40 get yearly or once every 2 years, or what do you suggest?
So women, I'm talking about our country because this is where
absolutely.
we live, right? So women, as we see in our labs, the
Yeah, the lab
investigations
reports.
and the research that we throw out, and you know, we get all our data in place. Somehow women tend to get themselves tested much less frequently than men.
Oh my God.
And it's sad, even when I see my transplants or I see people in the hospitals, you know, if I see a kidney transplant, usually it's the wife always giving to a husband. It's rare that I see the other way around, which is just a kind of a system in the country. So women are so busy with their kids, with their family, multitasking, with their work. So they kind of,
Don't take their
lose
own
out.
health. Yeah.
Yes. So they start testing themselves only after 50.
Oh, so one should start after 40.
Definitely.
Okay.
Why? Because after 40 is when your hormones start playing, as we discussed previously, you don't start feeling good and you lose out on those 10 years.
Yeah.
So body profile would be offered in different fashions across the country. Like it could be just lipid profile. So never go on the number of tests. I read many times in the newspapers also, 456 tests at rupees 399 kind of things,
Yeah.
So it's not important the number of the tests that you do. It is more important which tests are important for you.
So tell me which ones.
Yeah. So one is definitely the regulars that you do, but that is never going to kill you, like the CBC or whatever you do. Important is definitely your lipid profile,
Okay.
your diabetes, your osteoporosis panel,
Oh my God.
because that's the time your hormones are playing with you.
Osteoporosis panel,
your
so they don't
bones.
even suggest in
yes.
insurance or.
Nowhere. But because that's insurance, you're not going to die because of that.
Oh.
But you will have a bad lifestyle.
Wow.
If
Okay.
your bones go to the dogs.
Wow. Okay.
So you have to protect them early. So some of them have a tendency of, losing out their supplements. And by and large, if you see, because I've been born and brought up in Gujarat, so here at least 50, 60, 65% of the population should be vegetarian. So even diet, what to eat, what right to eat, I'm sure 50, 60% of the population in this state, mothers, 40, would never be concentrating on what they are eating.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like whatever is available and whatever is cooked in the house and whatever sometimes is left back, I don't want to cook in the morning, kind of. So the right supplements never go into the body.
No, so you were saying, Dr. Bhavini, one was you said lipid.
Yes.
Then you said diabetes, and then you
Yes.
said
Osteoporotic panel.
And then any
And
other
then
tests?
tumor markers.
Tumor markers.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, why tumor markers? If you are to have cancer, this test is not going to help you not have cancer.
Okay.
Never.
Yeah.
What is to happen, but it will allow you to know about it very early, and therefore 100% curable, preventable to go into the next stage. So that is going to make a big difference to your lifestyle,
Got
to
it.
your standard of living.
Got it.
So tumor markers for sure. And if you have tumor markers, again, you must remember, is not a diagnostic test. It is a screening test.
Yes.
So if you have one marker positive, doesn't mean you have that cancer. But you investigate that further to know whether you really have that cancer.
Okay.
So that is about tumor markers. And now, most importantly, is hereditary cancer panel.
Oh, that's
After
also
40.
something. Oh.
Very important. In your family, if somebody's had a pancreatic cancer, somebody has, breast
Lung or
cancer,
breast, yeah.
ovary, then it's very important to do hereditary panel discussion so that you know what is the probability of you having that. And if the person is living, the person in your family, a senior person who is having cancer and undergoing treatment, it is a brilliant thing to take that blood, your family member's blood, and your own blood, because then you get the same mutations.
Oh, wow.
You can compare. So you know that I need to keep an eye, on this cancer for a long time to come. I should get myself screened, and that will help a lot. And if you don't have those mutations at all, you know that your probability
Is
is
less.
helps you relax a little and sleep better.
So, Dr. Bhavini, we Indian women, I mean, you do so many tests every day all over the country. What are we most deficit in terms of minerals, vitamins, or anything that you can think of?
So very correctly asked, because as I was discussing previously also, that women do not concentrate on the diet,
Yeah.
right? And all the trace elements or vitamins which need to come through food don't.
Okay.
And vegetarians, so all the more. So very, very important to eat the right food. Like main deficiencies that we see is B12,
Okay.
D3.
Okay. अरे हमारे यहाँ तो इतना सन है, then why D3?
निकलता कौन है बाहर? It is curfew outside if you go. It is like 40,
My God.
Who goes out? Nobody goes out.
Okay.
So there is, they come with, you know, पैर में बहुत दर्द होता है, थक जाते हैं बहुत, kind of. They still don't even recollect that this could be some deficiency.
Okay.
So if there is a probability, मतलब it's not feasible for everybody to be out in the sun or to, you know, eat food. Like when we say the fermented food, that has a lot of B12. That is why if somebody is not eating it or somebody is allergic to it, then the probability of B12, if a supplement is not taken, is very high.
So, Dr. Bhavini, you said B12, D3. What else do you
Calcium.
see? Oh.
Osteoporosis, right?
So,
So after 40, you need to concentrate and know what is your level.
Okay.
So that if you need a supplement, it's easy. You could always take a supplement and see. And try to identify foods. Rather than a supplement, if you know that these are the foods in which I'm deficient in, then you could make a habit of eating a banana every day. So that could kind of get you to the right...
What other deficiencies do you see?
So,
these?
yeah, most importantly, they do not test themselves.